They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much. That is why our country and our world has become so proliferated with every kind of entertainment to keep the human mind entertained.
What if I told you your entire life was scripted before you even knew how to think? Not written by you, but by a system designed to keep you trapped. Your dreams, your struggles, your very identity, planted in your mind like lines in a play you never agreed to perform. But have you ever stopped to question it? Why does life feel like a never-ending cycle? Wake up, work, pay bills, stress, sleep, repeat. Who decided this was normal? You didn't. The truth is you were never meant to be free. The system doesn't want you to ask questions. It wants you distracted, exhausted, obedient. It fed you a script. Work hard, follow the rules, and one day you'll be happy. But that day never comes. And the worst part? You don't even realize you're in a cage, because you were born inside it. This prison isn't made of walls. It's made of beliefs, stories drilled into your head before you were old enough to resist. Go to school, memorize useless facts, follow authority, get a job, pay taxes, retire, die. That's the plan. And if you ever dare to break free, if you question the script, you're labeled crazy, irresponsible, a dreamer. But here's what they don't want you to know. The system was never built for you to win. It was built to use you. Think about it. Why does school train you to obey, but never teach you about money, mindset, or freedom? Why do they push the idea that struggle equals success, while the richest people ignore those rules entirely? Why are you bombarded with distractions, news, social media, endless entertainment, keeping you too busy, too stressed, too numb to ever ask, who is really in control? Because the second you start thinking for yourself, the second you stop playing their game, the matrix starts to crack. And here's the scary part. Most people never update the program. They run on the same beliefs they picked up as children. Money is hard to make. You have to struggle to succeed. Good things happen to good people. These aren't facts. They're codes designed to keep you trapped. And unless you override them, they will dictate your entire life. Why do you think the system keeps you busy, broke, and tired? Because if you had the time to slow down and think, really think, you'd start to see the cracks in reality. You'd start questioning who benefits from your suffering. And the answer, not you. Most people will live and die without ever realizing the game they were forced to play, the never-ending hamster wheel. But here's the part that should terrify you. Even if you win the game, get a promotion, a higher salary, a nicer house, you're still trapped. Because the system isn't designed to reward you. It's designed to keep you chasing. The goalpost always moves. Prices go up. Debts never end. The cost of living rises just enough to keep you struggling. And the illusion of success keeps you believing you're making progress, when in reality, you're running in place. Wake up. Look around. Have you ever met a person who truly made it by following the rules? Who became free by playing the game exactly as they were told? You won't. Because the game wasn't built to be won. But here's the secret. They don't want you to know. You were never powerless. The only thing keeping you trapped is the illusion that you are. And every ancient master knew this. Jesus said, "The kingdom of heaven is within you." Buddha taught that your suffering is created by your mind. Socrates believed that true wisdom is not in learning, but in unlearning. Hermes Trismegistus revealed, "As within, so without." And now science is proving them right. Quantum physics has already confirmed, reality isn't fixed, it responds to your perception. Subatomic particles change based on observation. This means that what you see, what you believe, shapes what you experience. Think about it again. This is not superstition. This is hard science. Reality isn't happening to you, it's happening through you. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are literally molding your external world. Change what's inside, and the world outside will follow. But most people never learn this. Instead, they live in reaction mode, believing that life is just something that happens to them. And that's exactly what the system wants, because an awakened mind is uncontrollable. We all move through life believing we're in control of our choices. Each day we follow routines, make decisions, and shape our paths. But have you ever paused to wonder if these choices are truly ours? Consider the media we consume daily. The news articles, television shows, and advertisements we encounter subtly influence our thoughts and behaviors. They shape our perceptions of what's normal, desirable, or worth striving for, often without us noticing. Think about social media platforms. They use algorithms to present content they predict we'll engage with, creating a bubble where we encounter similar ideas repeatedly. This can limit our perspective and reinforce existing beliefs, keeping us from seeing the broader picture. Peer influence plays a role as well. The desire to fit in can lead us to adopt behaviors and attitudes that don't truly reflect who we are. We might follow trends or make choices simply to align with those around us, even if they don't resonate with our true selves. All these influences contribute to an illusion of choice. We feel we're making decisions freely, yet often we're following paths shaped by external factors we're not fully aware of. Recognizing this hidden influence requires self-awareness. Pausing to reflect on why we make certain choices can reveal whether they're based on our genuine desires or influenced by others. It's about asking ourselves tough questions and being honest in our answers. Mindfulness practices can help in this process. Taking time to be present and observe our thoughts without judgment allows us to recognize patterns that might not serve us well. It's a way to reconnect with our inner selves and understand our true motivations. Questioning our beliefs is important too. We should explore why we hold certain views and whether they align with our core values. This exploration can be challenging, but it's a crucial step toward personal growth and liberation from unseen influences. Limiting exposure to sources that may manipulate our thoughts is also beneficial. Being selective about the media we consume and critically evaluating the information presented to us can reduce its impact on our thinking. Building relationships with people who support our authentic selves makes a significant difference. Surrounding ourselves with those who encourage independent thought and genuine expression fosters an environment where we can thrive as our true selves. Changing our habits can break us out of autopilot mode. Small adjustments in our daily routines can open up new possibilities and help us become more conscious of our actions. Taking responsibility for our lives means acknowledging that while we can't control all external influences, we can control how we respond to them. We have the ability to choose our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. This empowers us to live more authentically, aligned with our true values and desires. The hidden illusion controlling our lives isn't a grand conspiracy, but rather the accumulation of unexamined influences steering us without our awareness. By shining a light on these influences, we begin to take back control. As we become more conscious of these factors, we can make decisions that truly reflect who we are. We can pursue goals that are meaningful to us, cultivate relationships that nurture our genuine selves, and live in a way that feels honest and fulfilling. So, what can we do to break free from this invisible prison? The first step is awareness. By recognizing the subtle ways in which our thoughts and actions are influenced, we can begin to question and challenge them. It's about taking a step back and examining whether the paths we're on truly align with our own values and aspirations. Cultivating mindfulness can help us become more attuned to our inner desires and less susceptible to external pressures. This might involve practices like meditation, journaling, or simply setting aside time for self-reflection. By tuning into our inner voices, we can start to differentiate between what we genuinely want and what we've been conditioned to pursue. Finding your people online can make all the difference. In communities like this, you're not alone. You're surrounded by like-minded individuals who get you, who respect your journey, and who inspire you to grow. Sharing ideas, learning from each other, and embracing your authenticity doesn't have to be hard. It can actually be uplifting, exciting, and exactly what you need to keep moving forward. Taking control of our digital experiences is another important step. Being mindful of how we engage with technology, setting boundaries for screen time, and critically evaluating the content we consume can reduce the influence of external forces on our thoughts and feelings. Lastly, redefining success on our own terms allows us to pursue paths that bring genuine fulfillment. This might mean choosing careers that align with our passions, prioritizing experiences over possessions, or dedicating time to causes that resonate with our values. By setting our own benchmarks, we free ourselves from the pressures of societal expectations. As we begin to dismantle the walls of this invisible prison, we open up possibilities for a more authentic and meaningful life. It's a journey that requires courage and persistence, but the rewards are profound. Embracing our true selves not only enriches our own lives, but can inspire others to do the same. When we enter the world, our minds are as open and clear as a vast sky. As infants, we don't have preconceived notions or biases. Everything is new, and every experience shapes us in ways we can't yet comprehend. From the moment we're born, our surroundings begin to influence us. Family members smile at us, speak to us, and react to our actions. Each interaction starts to build the foundation of who we become. As toddlers, we learn basic concepts: what is safe, what is dangerous, what brings praise, and what leads to scolding. We start to understand the rules of our immediate environment. When a parent says, "Don't touch that, it's hot," we learn to associate certain objects with harm. These early lessons are crucial for our survival, but they also begin to shape our understanding of the world. When we reach school age, the circle of influence widens. Teachers impart not just academic knowledge, they teach social expectations too. We're taught to raise our hands before speaking, to stand in line, to share with others. We learn about authority and the importance of following rules. Rewards and punishments in the classroom reinforce certain behaviors. Media becomes another powerful influence. Children watch cartoons, listen to music, and eventually engage with social media. These platforms often present ideals and stereotypes that seep into our subconscious. We may start to believe that success looks a certain way, or that happiness requires specific things. Cultural norms and traditions contribute to our programming. Holidays celebrated, rituals performed, and values emphasized all reinforce certain beliefs. We might adopt religious views or moral codes without deeply examining them, simply because they're part of our community's fabric. By adolescence, our identity is heavily influenced by a combination of these factors. We develop opinions on politics, religion, relationships, and more. Yet many of these beliefs might not be the result of independent thought. Instead, they are a patchwork quilt sewn together from the pieces provided to us by others. Consider, for example, career choices. Many young people pursue certain professions because it's expected in their family or society. They may believe that following a particular path will lead to respect or fulfillment, even if it doesn't align with their true passions. The education system often reinforces a narrow view of success. Emphasis on grades, standardized tests, and specific academic achievements can lead us to equate our worth with external metrics. This can create pressure to conform and suppress our unique talents and interests. Our subconscious mind absorbs all these messages. It operates beneath our awareness, guiding our reactions and decisions. We might find ourselves behaving in certain ways without understanding why. Breaking free from this subconscious conditioning requires conscious effort. Awareness is the first step. Begin by observing your automatic thoughts and reactions. When you feel strong emotions, pause and reflect on what's triggering them. Ask yourself probing questions. Why do I believe this? Where did this belief come from? Does it truly resonate with who I am today? Engaging in practices like meditation can help quiet the noise of external influences, allowing you to tune into your inner voice. Spending time alone in nature or engaged in creative activities can foster self-discovery. As you peel back the layers of conditioning, you might experience discomfort or confusion. It's natural to feel uncertain when confronting long-held beliefs. Be gentle with yourself during this process. Embrace the journey of self-discovery as an ongoing path. There is no final destination where all answers are found. Instead, it's about becoming more attuned to your true self and making choices that align with your values. By unveiling your subconscious conditioning, you empower yourself to live more deliberately. You can create a life that reflects your authentic desires, free from the invisible strings that once guided you. For centuries, cultures around the globe have shared wisdom about the nature of reality. They spoke of the power of the mind, the importance of awareness, and the connection between our thoughts and our experiences. Today, science is beginning to validate many of these ideas. Consider the concept of perception. What we see and experience isn't just a direct reflection of the external world, it's shaped by our minds. Our beliefs, past experiences, and expectations influence how we interpret information. This means that by changing our thoughts, we can change how we perceive reality. Modern neuroscience has shown that the brain is adaptable. This ability, known as neuroplasticity, means that our brain's structure and function can change throughout our lives. When we learn new things or develop new habits, our brain forms new connections. This supports the idea that we're not fixed in our ways and that we can transform ourselves. Mindfulness, a practice rooted in ancient traditions, involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Studies have shown that mindfulness can reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance overall well-being. By being fully present, we can become more aware of our thoughts and feelings and choose how to respond rather than reacting automatically. Visualization is another technique that bridges ancient wisdom and science. By vividly imagining a desired outcome, we can influence our thoughts and behaviors toward making it a reality. Athletes often use this method to improve performance, and research suggests that the brain can treat imagined experiences similarly to real ones. The law of attraction, a concept popularized in recent times, suggests that positive or negative thoughts bring positive or negative experiences into a person's life. While the idea might seem mystical, at its core, it emphasizes the power of mindset. If we focus on positive outcomes and believe in our ability to achieve them, we're more likely to take actions that lead to success. But how do we apply these ideas to rewrite our reality? First, we need to become aware of our current thought patterns. Are we holding on to beliefs that limit us? Do we have assumptions about ourselves or the world that prevent us from moving forward? By identifying these, we can start to challenge and change them. Next, we can set clear intentions. Knowing what we want allows us to focus our energy and take steps toward our goals. Writing down our intentions or speaking them aloud can make them more tangible. Practicing gratitude can shift our perspective. By appreciating what we have, we open ourselves up to more positive experiences. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges, but rather recognizing the good alongside the difficulties. Another important aspect is surrounding ourselves with supportive people. Our environment plays a significant role in shaping our thoughts and behaviors. By connecting with those who uplift and inspire us, we create a network that fosters growth. Taking action is essential. Thoughts and intentions set the stage, but it's through our actions that we make real changes. Even small steps can lead to significant transformations over time. Let's delve deeper into how our thoughts shape our reality. Our minds are powerful tools. The stories we tell ourselves can either limit us or propel us forward. If we constantly think, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," we create barriers that hinder our progress. Meanwhile, positive affirmations can build confidence and open doors to new possibilities. Consider the practice of meditation. Rooted in ancient traditions, meditation helps quiet the mind and reduce stress. By taking time each day to sit quietly and focus on our breath, we can gain clarity and calmness. This simple practice has been shown to improve mental health and enhance overall quality of life. Breathing exercises, another age-old technique, can have immediate effects on our well-being. Deep, intentional breaths can slow down the heart rate and bring a sense of peace. When faced with difficult situations, taking a moment to breathe can help us respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Journaling is a practical way to process thoughts and emotions. Writing down our experiences and feelings allows us to reflect and gain insights. It can help us identify patterns in our thinking and behavior that we might not notice otherwise. Another concept worth exploring is the interconnectedness of all things. Many ancient philosophies emphasize that everything in the universe is connected. In recent times, fields like quantum physics have begun to explore the relationships between particles in ways that challenge our traditional understanding of separateness. While the science is complex, the takeaway is that our actions and thoughts can have wider impacts than we might realize. By acting with kindness and compassion, we contribute to a more positive environment, which in turn can reflect back on us. Embracing a growth mindset can be helpful. This means viewing challenges as opportunities to learn rather than insurmountable obstacles. When we adopt this perspective, failures become lessons, and we become more resilient. Setting realistic goals is important. It's good to aim high, but setting achievable milestones helps us maintain motivation and track progress. Celebrating small victories can boost our confidence and encourage us to keep moving forward. Engaging with nature can have restorative effects. Spending time outdoors, whether it's a walk in the park or sitting under a tree, can reduce stress and improve mood. Nature has a way of grounding us and reminding us of the bigger picture. Incorporating healthy habits into our daily routine supports both our physical and mental well-being. This includes eating nourishing foods, getting enough sleep, and staying active. When our bodies feel good, it's easier to maintain a positive outlook. Listening to uplifting music or engaging in creative activities can enhance our mood and stimulate the mind. Whether it's painting, playing an instrument, or simply doodling, creative expression allows us to tap into a different part of ourselves. Building on these ideas, it's clear that we have more control over our reality than we might think. By making conscious choices about how we think, feel, and act, we can influence our experiences in meaningful ways. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires patience and persistence. There may be setbacks along the way, but each step forward is progress. Support from others can make a significant difference. Sharing our journey with friends, family, or a community can provide encouragement and accountability. We don't have to do it all alone. As we embrace both ancient wisdom and scientific insights, we create a holistic approach to personal growth. We honor the teachings of the past while applying the knowledge of the present. In doing so, we improve our own lives and can have a positive impact on those around us. By being the best versions of ourselves, we inspire others to do the same. Moving forward, we'll explore how freeing our minds can unlock our true abilities. By breaking down mental barriers, we can access the strengths and talents that have always been within us. Having explored how ancient wisdom aligns with modern science to transform our reality, let's now turn our attention inward. Our minds have incredible potential, but sometimes they can become our own prison. Many of us live within a mental maze built from years of conditioning, fears, and doubts. This maze shapes our perceptions, limits our actions, and holds us back from reaching our true potential. But consider that these walls are not real. They are constructs, created over time by experiences, teachings, and the influence of others. They are obstacles that can be overcome. The key lies in recognizing that the limitations we perceive are often self-imposed. Think about the beliefs you've held for as long as you can remember. Perhaps you've been told that you're not good enough, that success is only for the lucky few, or that change is too hard. These thoughts become loops that play over and over in our minds, reinforcing the walls of our mental maze. But what if we challenge these thoughts? What if we question the validity of these beliefs? By doing so, we start to chip away at the barriers that confine us. We begin to see possibilities where before there were none. One way to start this process is through mindfulness. Being present in the moment, we can observe our thoughts without judgment. This awareness allows us to identify negative patterns and replace them with positive ones. It's about taking control of our inner dialogue and steering it in a direction that uplifts us. Another effective tool is visualization. By vividly picturing the life we desire, we send a clear message to our subconscious mind. This paves the way for real change as our actions begin to align with our visions. It's not about escaping reality, but about shaping it to reflect our true aspirations. Affirmations can also play a significant role. Repeating positive statements about ourselves and our abilities helps to rewire our brains. Over time, these affirmations replace doubt with confidence, fear with courage. Letting go of the past is another key step. Holding on to past failures or regrets only keeps us anchored. Forgiveness, both of others and ourselves, frees us to move forward without the weight of old burdens. Gratitude is a simple yet profound practice. By focusing on the things we are thankful for, we shift our attention away from what's lacking. This positive outlook can transform our overall perspective on life. Setting clear goals gives us direction. When we know what we want, we can map out the steps needed to get there. Writing down these goals makes them tangible, and tracking our progress keeps us motivated. As we break free from our mental constraints, we begin to access our true potential. This inner strength is not about control over others, but about mastering ourselves. It's the ability to choose our responses, to act in alignment with our values, and to live authentically. In doing so, we transform our own lives and inspire those around us. Our newfound freedom becomes a beacon, showing others that change is possible. Let's dive deeper into the idea of perception. Our perception shapes our reality. Two people can experience the same event, but interpret it completely differently based on their mindset. If we view obstacles as insurmountable, they will be. But if we see them as challenges to overcome, we can find ways to succeed. Consider the story of Thomas Edison. He famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Instead of seeing these attempts as failures, he viewed them as steps closer to success. His mindset turned setbacks into learning opportunities. We can apply this approach in our own lives. When faced with difficulties, we can choose to see them as temporary hurdles rather than permanent roadblocks. This shift in perspective enables us to keep moving forward. Our language also plays a significant role in shaping our thoughts. Words have influence. The way we talk to ourselves affects how we feel and act. Negative self-talk can be debilitating, while positive self-talk can boost our confidence and motivation. Start by paying attention to your inner dialogue. Replace phrases like "I can't" or "I'll never" with "I can" and "I will." It might feel unnatural at first, but over time, this practice can reprogram your mind for success. Mindset is a muscle that can be strengthened with practice. Just as we exercise our bodies to stay fit, we can train our minds to be more resilient and optimistic. Techniques such as meditation, journaling, and cognitive behavioral exercises can help. Meditation helps to calm the mind and reduce stress. It allows us to observe our thoughts without getting caught up in them. This clarity can lead to greater self-awareness and emotional balance. Journaling provides an outlet for our thoughts and feelings. Writing down our experiences helps us process them and gain insights. It can also be a record of our growth over time. Cognitive behavioral techniques involve identifying and challenging irrational or unhelpful thoughts. By examining the evidence for and against these thoughts, we can develop more balanced perspectives. Connecting with nature can also have a grounding effect. Spending time outdoors rejuvenates the mind and body. It reminds us of the larger world beyond our immediate concerns. Acts of kindness, both to ourselves and others, can break down mental barriers. Helping others brings a sense of purpose and can shift our focus away from personal struggles. Learning new skills keeps the mind active and open. It encourages adaptability and keeps us engaged with the world around us. Understanding that failure is a part of growth can alleviate fear. Every successful person has faced setbacks. What sets them apart is their perseverance and willingness to learn from mistakes. It's also important to define success on our own terms. Society often imposes standards that may not align with our true desires. Reflect on what truly matters to you and pursue goals that are meaningful. Self-compassion is key. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a good friend. Acknowledge your efforts and progress, no matter how small. Embracing authenticity allows us to live in alignment with our values. Pretending to be someone we're not only reinforces the walls of our mental maze. Honoring our true selves brings freedom and fulfillment. By combining the strength of a liberated mind with an understanding of energy, we open the door to limitless possibilities. The path ahead is filled with discovery and growth. Building on the idea of unlocking one's true potential, let's explore how energy and vibration play a crucial role in shaping our reality. Everything around us is made up of energy, from the smallest particles to the vastness of the universe. Energy is the fundamental building block of existence. This energy isn't static. It vibrates at different frequencies, creating the diverse forms and experiences we perceive. Our thoughts and emotions are not just abstract concepts. They're forms of energy that emit their own vibrations. Positive thoughts tend to vibrate at higher frequencies, while negative thoughts are associated with lower frequencies. This isn't just a philosophical idea. There's scientific evidence suggesting that our mental and emotional states can influence our physical reality. Consider the concept of resonance. In physics, resonance occurs when an object vibrates at the same natural frequency as another, causing the second object to start vibrating as well. Similarly, when we maintain certain thoughts and emotions, we align ourselves with energies vibrating at those frequencies. This alignment can attract experiences and situations that match our internal state. For example, maintaining a mindset of gratitude and positivity can lead to experiences that reinforce those feelings. On the other hand, dwelling on negative emotions can attract circumstances that perpetuate that negativity. This idea is often referred to as the law of attraction, which suggests that like attracts like in terms of energy and vibration. Our bodies, too, are governed by energy. Practices like meditation, yoga, and deep breathing are known to influence our internal energy balance. By calming the mind and focusing on the breath, we can raise our vibrational frequency, promoting a sense of peace and well-being. Modern science is beginning to recognize the impact of vibration and frequency in various fields. For instance, sound therapy uses specific frequencies to promote healing and relaxation. Certain frequencies are believed to influence brain waves, helping to alleviate stress and improve concentration. Furthermore, quantum physics explores the idea that particles can exist in multiple states at once, and that observation can affect outcomes. This suggests that our consciousness might have a more profound impact on reality than previously thought. Understanding energy and vibration empowers us to take an active role in shaping our lives. By being mindful of our thoughts and emotions, we can adjust our personal frequency. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or suppressing negative feelings, but acknowledging them and choosing to focus on more uplifting perspectives. Cultivating mindfulness is a practical way to become more aware of our energetic state. Paying attention to the present moment helps us recognize patterns in our thinking and emotional responses. With this awareness, we can make conscious choices to shift toward more positive vibrations. Another effective method is engaging in activities that naturally raise our energy levels. This could include spending time in nature, pursuing creative hobbies, or connecting with others who uplift us. These experiences not only enhance our mood, but also contribute to a higher vibrational state. Nutrition and physical health also play a role. Consuming whole, nutritious foods provides the body with the energy it needs to function optimally. Regular physical activity boosts endorphins, which can elevate our overall vibration. It's important to remember that raising our vibration is a personal journey. What works for one person might not work for another. The key is to find practices and habits that resonate with you and incorporate them into your daily life. As we become more attuned to the energies around us, we may notice subtle shifts in our experiences. Opportunities may arise that align with our intentions, and challenges may seem more manageable. This isn't magic or coincidence, but a reflection of the energy we cultivate within ourselves. By embracing the hidden science of energy and vibration, we open the door to transforming our reality. We move from a passive role to an active participant in the creation of our experiences. This shift in perspective can have profound effects on all areas of our life, from relationships to personal fulfillment. In the journey of personal growth, understanding energy and vibration is a powerful step. It bridges the gap between the physical and the metaphysical, providing a framework for how our internal state influences the external world. As we continue exploring these concepts, we'll delve deeper into how we can intentionally rewire our minds. Just as we've learned to adjust our vibrations to influence our reality, we can also retrain our thought patterns to create lasting change. This involves examining the subconscious beliefs that shape our perceptions and learning how to replace them with more empowering ones. The process of deprogramming the mind allows us to break free from limiting beliefs and societal conditioning. By doing so, we can create a new reality aligned with our true desires and potentials. This transformative journey requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to challenge long-held assumptions. The hidden science of energy and vibration offers valuable insights into how we can live more fulfilling lives. It encourages us to take responsibility for our own energy and recognize the power we have to shape our experiences. By applying these principles, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also contribute to a more harmonious world. As we prepare to explore the next phase of this journey, consider the ways in which your current beliefs have been shaped. Reflect on how energy and vibration have played a role in your life up to this point. This self-awareness will serve as a foundation for the work ahead, as we learn to deprogram and rewire our minds to create the reality we truly desire. Previously, we've explored how energy and vibration influence our everyday lives. Now let's turn our attention to the mind. Our thoughts shape our reality. The beliefs we hold can either limit us or set us free. Changing the way we think isn't easy. It requires us to look deep within ourselves and be honest about what we find. We need to identify the thoughts that don't serve us and replace them with ones that do. One way to start is by observing our thoughts. Pay attention to the inner dialogue that runs through your mind each day. Are these thoughts positive and uplifting, or do they bring you down? When you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and challenge that thought. Ask yourself, is this really true? Often we find that our fears and doubts are based on assumptions rather than facts. Replacing negative thoughts with positive ones can transform our outlook on life. Affirmations are a helpful tool in this process. By repeating positive statements about ourselves, we begin to rewire our minds. Visualization is another powerful technique. By picturing the life we desire, we send a clear message to our subconscious mind. Over time, this can help turn our dreams into reality. It's important to surround ourselves with positive influences. Spend time with people who support and encourage you. Engage in activities that uplift your spirit. Mindfulness and meditation can also aid in deprogramming. By practicing being present in the moment, we learn to quiet the mind and reduce stress. This creates a fertile ground for new thoughts and ideas to take root. As we begin to change our thoughts, we'll notice changes in our external world. Opportunities may arise that we hadn't noticed before. Relationships may improve. Life may begin to flow more smoothly. Keep in mind, this is a gradual process. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate small victories along the way. By rewiring our minds, we can create a new reality for ourselves. A reality that aligns with our true selves and our deepest desires. As you continue on this path, you'll begin to notice changes. You might feel more connected to others, experience deeper emotions, or find joy in simple things. These are signs that you're awakening to a new level of consciousness. Listening to your intuition is also important. That inner voice often knows what's best, even when the mind is uncertain. Trusting yourself is a key part of spiritual growth. Remember that this journey is uniquely yours. There's no right or wrong way to experience a spiritual awakening. What matters is that you're open and willing to explore new depths within yourself. In embracing this awakening, you're not abandoning the world around you, but engaging with it more fully. You're becoming more aware of the connections that bind us all together. As we conclude this exploration, know that the path ahead is filled with possibilities. Each step you take brings you closer to understanding and fulfillment. Embrace the journey with an open heart, and you'll discover the richness that life has to offer. Thank you for being part of this conversation. May your path be filled with light, and your journey bring you peace. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of 99% of people still trapped. Will you act on what you now know, or let this knowledge fade and stay in the system? Like this video to push this message to more people. Subscribe if you want the truth, not the version you've been fed. Comment, "Awakened" if you're awake, and see through the illusion. Most will do nothing. Don't be like them. Engage, interact, and take the first step toward breaking free. The choice is yours.